Good evening, and we are live. So today is a nice and special episode. Once again, we are back with Wednesdays for Waste Warriors, WWW equals 5R. Our guest has joined, and today our guest is Yogini Bapat. Let me quickly start the session and get Yogini online. Welcome, Yogini.
Thank you, Anika.
Sorry
Thank you.
to have kept you waiting.
Not at all. It's okay.
Okay, so are you able to see my video and hear me properly?
Yeah. Are you able to see and hear me?
Yes. And are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
great.
Right.
Great. So, like we said, Yogini wears multiple hats and she loves to be a green warrior. And she's quite proud of all the work that she's doing as a volunteer, um, as an active member, as a mentor, and she guides youth. There are so many things that we're going to talk about today. And when I was sending the invites to people, since we had mentioned EcoBricks also, and you know that EcoBricks is people are divided
Yeah.
on, you know, uh,
For
इको ब्रेक्स are useful or not or whatever. So मुझे वैसे comments आ रहे थे, तो मैंने कहा कि आज मैं फिर I will make it a point to just have your ask this question, and people who join us, they can get the answers, or maybe they can also ask if they have any further doubts about EcoBricks. Because I've had this discussion like over the years, I don't know how many times. So so here I would like Yogini to introduce herself. That's quite a difficult task always. Let's go with that.
let's not waste time on that, and we can just go ahead. So
नहीं बोलो अपने बारे में एटलीस्ट 5-6 लाइन बोलो.
अच्छा, गिन के 5-6 लाइन बोलती हूँ. So I'm Yogini Bapat from Kolkata. I am a member of Paryavaran Sanrakshan Gatividhi, and Paryavaran Sanrakshan Gatividhi is a pan India organization जिसके कई सारे कार्य विभाग हैं, और मैं central team से जुड़ी हुई हूँ. And also we have one social internship program which is for the youth, which is for all the students across universities in India. So वो program भी I am the co-convener of that program. And then everybody must be knowing about Wiki now. So Wiki Bioenzyme Council of West Bengal की मैं vice president हूँ. And Bioenzymes Entrepreneur Academy की भी मैं member हूँ. And I have a brand of my own called BeLive, and that's a bioenzyme based brand. And bas. Or I'm associated with quite a few NGOs also over here in Kolkata. And wherever there is something related to waste, I try and be there. I try to be there, and whatever I can from my side, I just try to help out.
Okay.
That's about it.
Yes, so I will add one more fun fact जो लोगों को पता मतलब अभी you didn't introduce. So Yogini Bapat lives in Kolkata. So आपको सबको लग रहा होगा कि अरे ये तो बंगाली में बात करती है, but she's fluent in Marathi. So ऐसे कभी लगेगा नहीं आपको कि she lives in Kolkata. And she has an enigmatic smile. I just love it. Always full of positive vibes and positive energy. Your voice is breaking, Yogini. नहीं सर.
Now?
हाँ अभी बोलो.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you. थोड़ा सा ऐसे break हो रहा है लेकिन yes.
Okay. Maybe problem with the.
अगर इंटरनेट पर एक बार चेक करना है तो कर लो. मैं set? Yeah. थोड़ा ब्रेक हो रहा है.
हाँ, मेरा थोड़ा सा वाईफाई का प्रॉब्लम हो रहा है. I'll think the other.
Or maybe you can use data. Is that okay? ठीक है. You can use data if you want.
Okay. Is it now clear?
Yeah.
My voice?
It's better, yeah.
Sorry for the time.
No, that's okay. हमने तो ऐसे challenges face करे हैं कि this is like a baby challenge. Don't worry. Great. So really happy to have you finally and start the conversation. So tell me, how did you get attracted to working in waste?
Okay. So this story goes back to 2000.
Wow.
So in 2000, I completed my BE in civil engineering. 1999, basically 1999. So that time BE civil करने के बाद ज़्यादा opportunities नहीं थी for a lady. And then my mother was like, "I'll get you married if you don't do masters." So I was like, I will not marry. I rather study. So I did my masters, and my father said, "Take up environment engineering." Environment engineering कौन करता है अभी? So it was in 1999. So my father told me, "It is going to be one major thing later. You will thank me for that." So my friend actually got the form home. My brother was standing in front of me to see to it that I fill up the form, and my mother was like, "मैं पूरे photos लेके तैयार थी." So I filled up the form. I joined environment engineering. So first year went very smoothly, and the second year we were supposed to do a project. And that time I was very much intrigued by the subject solid waste management. So I thought, might as well do something in solid waste management since I like it so much. So then I did my dissertation in biomedical waste management, for which I was Pune for 6 months in Thermax. I was with them. I got a lot of experience. How and what kind of waste to actually go to the hospital and see what kind of waste they have and what is source segregation. How can you advise them to advise नहीं काय म्हणतात त्याला educate them for the doctor also educate them about the waste, types of waste, what is toxic, what is not. So that was really interesting. And then when I completed my ME, I got married, and that was the end of my waste management journey, which began luckily in 2019.
Okay. So your mom succeeded.
Yeah.
And
So
dad also succeeded. Yeah.
In between the baker, I was a teacher in a Montessori school. I am a professional baker, but no longer bake. And first, that was my journey. And then finally in 2019, this happened. And I was like, now there is nothing to, look behind. Now I will just work for this.
So 2019 में क्या हुआ?
2019 में, in fact, I was asked if I would join Paryavaran Sanrakshan Gatividi for West Bengal. They were looking for a West Bengal team. So they asked me, and I was like, okay, ठीक है, नाम देने में क्या है, बाद में देखा जाएगा. Because I was like, how do I just leave my house behind? कभी काम नहीं. Once after getting married, I was not used to working because I used to work from home and all that. So getting out of the house, getting out of your comfort zone, working was like, नहीं आपको कुछ करना नहीं पड़ेगा, आप खाली नाम दे दीजिएगा. So that was the beginning. So खाली नाम देने के बाद जो होते गया. So I am here in front of you. That is how it all went,
Are you enjoying it?
Loving it.
That's the most important thing. That's the most important thing. See, opportunities knock silently.
Yeah.
So it is up to us whether we open the door or we let it, don't answer. Yes. So very, very happy and glad that you took that. And, otherwise, I don't know how we would have met. So,
yeah.
Great. Great. Now tell me, you had experience in biomedical waste. So when the lockdown happened and the COVID time, was re- really on top of all of us, you would have had the best insights about the biomedical waste and what is, how what kind of multiplication is must be happening during COVID. So, did you use that knowledge or information
So I
for?
go to biomedical waste that time. No, I was concentrating on the municipal waste.
Okay.
So not on biomedical waste. Right? Since the time I came to Kolkata, biomedical waste, I initially in the first year I did try, but here since the awareness was not there at that time also, so I never got into it. And later during the COVID times also, no. Unfortunately, I couldn't give my best towards biomedical waste management.
No, no, that's okay. What I want to understand is people don't really you're the first person who's not a doctor or medical related person, has engineering background and did biomedical waste, So I'm really intrigued. How did you feel doing that? Because if we want to tell youth or if we want to tell others that that biomedical waste is a big hazard, and
Yeah,
we want people to actively participate and help us come up with solutions and all, like pad care is doing it with use sanitary like there are so many people who are trying, but
yeah.
what would you say?
See, the first thing is that you should make them aware ki what is this biomedical waste all about and how dangerous, how hazardous it can be to them. So initially, when I was introduced to biomedical waste, I thought I would just at the sight of it would be scared, would be गंध आ रहा है, बास आ रही है, how do I touch it and all.
Yeah.
But believe me, that was not the case when I first saw the waste. I was busy taking pictures. I was busy segregating the waste with my gloves on. And, you need to be there, see there to feel it.
Yeah.
Keep this thing is somehow going to enter your body
Yeah.
if you just don't attend to it. So that feeling when it comes to any person, so it can be anyone. You don't have to be an engineer or a doctor to be, but that feeling जिसके अंदर जग जाती है, whoever feels that way, can do wonders.
Yeah.
Once that feeling sets in, you're there forever you are a warrior, I would say.
Yeah, that's true. I think it applies to any kind of work or
Yeah,
profession, but especially for waste management. If you don't love it, like I really love it. So many people who in my environment can't understand that how can you love waste? And how can you love managing that dirty thing that people throw it away?
that,
But I just feel that I have a calling. I know how best it can be segregated. I want to creatively tell people, so I just feel that I don't feel yuck about it. So
that's
I guess
a warrior.
huh,
When you don't
exactly.
walk like this, when you don't say yuck,
Yeah,
ish, and all, that
exactly.
become a warrior.
Exactly, it's just like any other
Yeah.
work that you do.
And
So
people
now
who
tell me, say that again, you were saying something.
people who do that, I ask them who has created it, who's responsible for it.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah,
The
yeah,
people who do the most
yeah.
are the creators, the polluters.
You expect the waste karmacharis to do it who don't even have gloves, don't even have proper equipment. So
Yeah.
if you don't feel anything towards them, you will never succeed in this. So I always say that go there, just see how the safai karmacharis are working, and then you will feel आप में अगर इंसानियत हो, तो आपको that feeling will rise in. Otherwise, it's just impossible. It's just impossible.
Yeah. और मुझे ऐसा लगता है हम इंसानियत की जो बात करते हैं, अगर वो इंसानियत होती तो वो सेग्रीगेटेड वेस्ट घर से बाहर निकालते.
Very true.
मिक्स्ड वेस्ट के जो पहाड़ हर शहरों में बन रहे हैं, वो उन्हीं लोगों के कारण बन रहे हैं who don't care.
Who do not
मतलब
absolutely.
उनका कहना है कि हम टैक्स भरते हैं, व्हाई डू वी हैव टू सेग्रीगेट?
ये तो गवर्नमेंट की जिम्मेदारी है, इट इज नॉट माय रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी. कचरा वाला आज नहीं आया, हु इज द कचरा
हाँ,
वाला?
एग्जैक्टली, दैट्स द आइस ब्रेकर. आप कचरे वाले हैं, वो तो सफाई वाले हैं. हमेशा वहां से बात चालू
बात
होती है.
होती है.
बिल्कुल. एंड नाउ समिता हैज जॉइंड फ्रॉम चंडीगढ़, जहाँ पे दादू माजरा लैंडफिल है, बहुत बड़ा डंप साइट है. और इन सब लोगों ने, वहाँ के मदर्स ने और रेसिडेंट्स ने बहुत मेहनत करी है उसको हाईलाइट करने का, क्योंकि वहाँ की तो हालत ऐसी थी कि अगर वहाँ के रहने वाले लोगों की शादियां नहीं हो रही थी, उनको अच्छी जगह नौकरी, उनको कॉलेज में एडमिशन नहीं मिल रहा बिकॉज आप गद्दू माजरा से आ रहे हैं, आपको इतनी बीमारियां होंगी, आप यू नो दैट एंटायर सोशल स्टिग्मा अटैच टू लिविंग क्लोज टू अ डंप साइट. पीपल डोंट थिंक अबाउट इट, बट यू नो जितना भी कचरा डंप साइट पे है वो वहाँ के रहने वाले लोगों ने थोड़ा जमा किया है. सो दैट्स द सेम थिंग. दिल्ली में जब वो तीनों डंप साइट्स जलती रहती हैं और वो लोग वहाँ रहते हैं, उनको तरह तरह की बीमारियां होती है, बट हु केयर्स? जो लोग कचरा जमा कर रहे हैं, दे विल जस्ट लुक एट द पोस्ट को, लाइक कर देंगे, दैट्स इट, खत्म.
Dhapa site in Kolkata, Dhapa dumping yard. So it's the same every time. It's burning, it's fuming. Then there are vegetables growing around. People will not eat those vegetables. कि धापा का है, खाएंगे नहीं, लेकिन धापा में जाने वाला कचरा तो आप ही का है.
बिल्कुल बिल्कुल बिल्कुल. तो वो जो है ना, वो हमें जड़ से वो प्रॉब्लम को दूर करने के उपाय ढूंढने हैं. और मुझे तो लगता है कि आज मैं ज्यादा हिंदी में आपके साथ बात करूंगी, बिकॉज आप भी हिंदी में बहुत बढ़िया बात करती हैं. जो अच्छे अच्छे शब्दों का उपयोग होगा, मजा आ जाएगा.
तो आ गई है अभी पीएससी में जुड़ने के.
तो अब हम जब बोल रहे हैं कि हमें ऐसे लोगों को और ट्रेन करना है, ऐसे लोगों को पूरी एक ट्राइब को बनाना है. सो यूथ जो है इंडिया में, लाइक इंडिया हैज अ वर्ल्ड्स लार्जेस्ट पॉपुलेशन ऑफ यूथ. सो हम अपने यूथ को अगर ट्रेन करेंगे, एम्पावर करेंगे और उनको ये समझाएंगे कि वेस्ट मैनेजमेंट, आई ट्रूली बिलीव दैट वेस्ट मैनेजमेंट इज द फर्स्ट एंड द बेस्ट क्लाइमेट एक्शन. अगर आपने वेस्ट मैनेज कर लिया तो आपने बहुत सारी चीजों को मिटिगेट कर दिया. यू नो, जब वो मिटिगेशन एंड वो सब बोलते हैं, तो पहले आप सिंपल चीज से करो, सेग्रीगेशन से करो, तो कुछ जलेगा नहीं, कुछ नहीं होगा. सो जो आपका एक SIP प्रोग्राम है, जिसके बारे में मुझे अभी रिसेंटली पता चला, दैट इज फॉर एम्पावरिंग द यूथ, टुवर्ड्स ट्रेनिंग देम एज अर्थ वॉरियर्स. सो क्या आप उसके बारे में बताएंगे कुछ? आई एम रियली वांट कि अगर यहाँ पे जितने भी यूथ हैं, वो हंड्रेड्स एंड हंड्रेड्स में एप्लीकेशन दे एंड दे डू दैट. आई रियली वांट दैट.
So this program is a 15-day program and it's an online program. And we have hard skills, a combination of hard skills and soft skills. So we begin with a Harit Ghar concept. So in Harit Ghar concept, Harit Ghar can be Harit campus also, but we start with Harit Ghar because you cannot go and advocate if you don't do it yourself at your own place. So in PSG, what we follow are the 3Ps. 3P formula हमारा हर समय होता है. एक तो personal, professional and then public. तो मैं पर्सनल लेवल पे ही मैं कुछ नहीं कर रही हूँ, मान लीजिए, तो व्हाट इज द पॉइंट इन मी गोइंग आउट एंड टेलिंग पीपल अबाउट इट? सो दैट इज द पर्सनल लेवल. यू फर्स्ट डू इट योरसेल्फ एट होम, then you go to the professional level. Now what is your professional level? So where I work, my community, my building, and my office area, that would be, if you're a teacher, maybe your staff room, begin with that, and then you go out to the public, and then you advocate all these things. So Haritgar में we have a 5 4 3 2 1 formula. 5 4 3 2 1 में 5 जल के, 4 जल संरक्षण, water conservation, 5 points, simple, very simple points which we always tend to forget, like simple, like RO का पानी, everybody has got RO. अब RO जिसने लगाया हुआ है, but people do have, and they waste that water. So rather than wasting, you use that water, you reuse it. So in fact it's very good for the plants also, the rejected water. I use it for my plants. So
Okay.
RO का हो गया. Then simple thing like people go on brushing, they keep the taps open. There are leakages which we never bother to fix up. So कितना पानी leak होता है. So all these things, you know, we give more and more detail में होता है. And then we talk about waste management. Then we talk about energy conservation. Energy
Mm-hmm.
conservation is a simple thing like switching off the lights. Switching off the lights can make so much of difference. हम लोग कितने करते हैं, especially in colleges and schools, when the school is given off or break time, children just get out of their rooms. Do they ever think about switching off the lights? So that is where, you know, everything begins. But this thing
Yeah.
we do it at home. We always tell our
Yeah.
children, we were told by our parents ki घराबाहेर जाताना खोलीच्या बाहेर जाताना always switch off the lights,
Yeah.
पंखा बंद केला का, light बंद केला का, all these things, you know, they keep bringing back. So what I feel is environment protection is nothing but going back to roots. What
Yes.
our parents, our grandparents used to do, the same thing, we just left it behind. And just in we tried to accept this fast moving life, and in that we forgot about our mother earth, and we just went on polluting it. And then coming back to SIP, we have a proper one session dedicated to waste management, wherein we teach them what are the different types of waste and how you can segregate them. And after segregation, what is the process to, you know, further use them with for different things, where we also teach eco bricks, composting, and bioenzymes. So that is how the waste session goes. Then we have water conservation. So water conservation may we have a very, very good trainer. Of course, for waste management also, you know, Anushka ji, one of the best in waste management today. And we have Anil ji for water, Anil Mehta ji, known as the Jheel Purush of Udaipur. So he has water conservation session, and we have forestry, which we have introduced recently. So forestry also, people know only plantation. So माने कोई भी पौधा
Yeah.
जाके लगा
नहीं.
तो have to, which is the right time to
Yeah.
plant, which seed has to be sown, which is good for that particular soil. Everything in detail, we have it in covered in forestry session. And then of course, when you are coming to know all these hard skills, you cannot keep them to yourselves. You need to produce it further.
Yeah.
You need to advocate it further. And for that, you need communication skills. So we have communication skills and time management and team building, because without a team, you cannot work.
Yeah.
And of course, you need to manage the time, because you need to balance your studies and this together. So everything together, we have a proper balance of hard skills and soft skills. And of course, the certifications and all are there. And this social internship program is absolutely free of cost. And the only thing which we charge is time. So
That's excellent.
that
That's excellent. Really amazing, because यही चाहिए लोगों को. क्या हो गया है कि लोग पिज्जा खाने के लिए 500-800 रुपए खर्च कर देंगे, उसके लिए कभी नहीं सोचेंगे. लेकिन अगर कोई कोर्स 500 रुपए का है तो उसके बारे में वो 10 बार सोचेंगे. तो आज हम उस स्टेट में पहुंच चुके हैं. And Aditya has something to say. He says, I do, but our clothes are not sustainable. Our clothes consume a lot of water. I know people are not doing little things, also like switching off the light, fixing tap. I think we should talk about eco thinking for our clothes also. Right. You're right, Aditya.
right.
We have
Then,
to, because
so fashion comes into picture.
yes.
There
And
are a lot of brands which have come up, but then again, I feel whatever is there in your house, use it. You know, use it till the end. Like again, going back to our roots, how we used to use one sari, then cut into salwar kameez, then that salwar kameez used to become a top, that top used to become a pocha, then after that pocha, it used to, you know, be tata bye bye. अभी
मतलब पूरा चीज पूरे तरीके से यूज करना है ना. जब गन्ने का रस निकालता है वो गन्ने के जूस की दुकान वाला, तो वो सिर्फ एक बार गन्ने को अगर डाल दे तो क्या पूरा जूस निकला है? नहीं, वो फोल्ड कर करके लास्ट छोटे से छोटा जब तक उसका नहीं बन जाता तब तक वो उसका जूस निकालता है और जूस निकलता है. सो दैट इज प्रूफ कि आप जितना यूज करोगे वो यूज होते जाएगा। हम
और वो
कोई हम कोई कपड़ा ऐसा नहीं पहुंचते जो कि दुपट्टे जैसा हो ना। कपड़े इतने तो उसके अंदर वो रहती है, और आप घिस घिस के भी नहीं पहनते कि आपने एक ही टॉप या एक ही कुर्ता 3 महीने पहन लिया लगातार, आप चेंज करते रहते हो। सो यूजुअली कोई कपड़े फटते नहीं आजकल।
you can always be creative. That's what I've always done. You know, I've used so many t-shirts. मेरे college के भी t-shirts I use, and now I use them as my sari blouses. Why not? Yeah. And
मतलब बिल्कुल, आई
it's
टोटली
all about
एग्री।
it's all about,
मेरे जो कॉलेज के कपड़े थे, मैंने उसे बहुत साल पहने, जीन्स बहुत साल पहने।
yeah.
अब वो जो टी शर्ट्स थी वो अब तक थी। पहले दो टी शर्ट्स माई यंगर सिस्टर वोर, माई ब्रदर ऑल्सो वोर द सेम टी शर्ट्स। उसके बाद में दे वर लाइक in the suitcase for some time, then I discovered the suitcase again, then by the time my daughter had grown, so my daughter wore, my son wore, मतलब वो ट्रेडिशनली चले आ रही है। एंड कभी कभी हमारा झगड़ा होता है, अरे साइकिल वाली टी शर्ट मुझे पहननी है, नहीं मुझे पहन, यू नो लाइक इट जस्ट डजंट,
Yeah.
क्या बोलना चाहिए, ऐसे फट नहीं जाती है। इट्स यूजेबल बट यू हैव टू यूज इट। इट्स जस्ट डिसेंट यूज, जैसे हम लोग
Yeah.
मैन हैंडल ना करें। बट आई थिंक कोई भी ऐसे कपड़े नहीं। मैंने तो कितनी बार बॉम्बे में लिंकिंग रोड पे जो ठेले पे कपड़े बिकते हैं ना, दैट आर ओल्ड नेवी के जो रिजेक्ट्स और ये सब होते हैं जो वो बनाते हैं बॉम्बे में, I have bought those clothes for 50 rupees t-shirt and 2000 like 2003 में खरीदी हुई, आज तक perfectly like 20 years हो गए, अभी तक अच्छे से चल रही है। तो हमें ये इतना सारा खरीदना या
So that whenever you go out, you step out for your shopping, not just clothes, anything, you just make a note of what you have in your wardrobe, what you have on your shelf. Because it so happens that you end up buying the same thing, same color, same shade of lipstick, same shade of kajal and nail polish, whatever. Hota hai, bahut bar hota hai. We just end up and then it stays lying in your drawer forever and ever. And then you realize, अरे इतना सारा मैं घर पे था and I have bought it. What is the point?
मैं तो बिल्कुल स्ट्रिक्टली कोई कॉस्मेटिक्स कभी खरीदती नहीं, सो आई एम आउट ऑफ दैट थैंकफुली। लेकिन मैं सिर्फ ग्रोसरी शॉपिंग ही करती हूँ, सब्जी और वो सब। उसके अलावा तो मैंने वो पूरा एडिट कर दिया है कि अनलेस एंड अंटिल दैट इज अ स्पेसिफिक अर्जेंट थिंग, तो उस ओकेजन से पहले एक दिन पहले जाओ, सिर्फ उसी ओकेजन का खरीदो, अदरवाइज नो खरीदना कपड़ा एंड ऑल दैट।
Really, I would also like to add over here कि आप सब कुछ एक साथ नहीं शुरू करो. Always, you know, it has to be in transition. Otherwise, you cannot do it. For any habit to last you, it takes 21 days. So you try 2 habits, 2 at a time to change, and then after 21 days, add 2 more. So you know that way you can just become. एक साथ अगर आप सोचोगे overnight I'm going to change myself, you will never change.
No, that doesn't happen.
You will be back to school. So everything has
जैसे एक एक कॉइन जैसे गुल्लक को भरता है ना, इट्स एग्जैक्टली लाइक दैट। आपकी एक एक आदत ही आपको सस्टेनेबिलिटी की तरफ ले जाएगी। So now Bindia has something, she has a query. Please tell us the details about the services Miss Yogita provides, maybe her website details if any, would like to attempt such moves into my community. Sure. Miss Yogita or Miss Yogini?
I'm Yogita, I'm Yogini, and after coming to Bengal, I'm Yogini. So, okay, this is a name.
So Bindia definitely Yogini आपको बताएगी। और हम like Bindia is from Noida and she's also she does composting and you know, बहुत ही एक समय ऐसा था that she was literally thrust कि कोई मेरी बात नहीं समझ रहा है, they are not you know implementing any of that. So that's how we will replicate the things that have been successful. Now you can tell her your experience, how she can take up a first thing and make it successful in her society. I'm sure बहुत लोगों को same problem है.
Yeah, so the thing is that अपनी जैसे हम लोग we were discussing, अपनी society में करना बहुत मुश्किल है, but like you also believe in that, Anuja, but that's okay, Bindia. I'm all
Don't worry, I was just
don't be sorry at all. So it's absolutely fine. So what I would just say is never be demotivated, because you just keep trying. और आज अगर 10 लोगों में से 9-10 लोग सुन रहे, एक आदमी कुछ ना कुछ करेगा. He will bring in a small change. He or she will bring in a small change. But like in my building, we have around 45 flats. So initially, when I started segregating the waste, I was the only one. We found a recycler also who would come to our building to collect the dry waste. Then there were 2, then 3, and now we have 6. So it is definitely a win-win situation because earlier there were none and now I have 6.
Yeah.
So never give up. It's okay. हो जाएगा.
Yes, बिंदिया, never give up. क्योंकि
Yeah.
क्या है कि हम लोगों को एक तरीके से what should I say, हिंदी में बोलती हूँ, हमें ढीठ बनना है, जैसे प्रेसिडेंट कलाम का एक उन्होंने जो एक बोला था वो मुझे बहुत पसंद है और मैं हमेशा उसे यूज करती हूँ कि लेट्स डिफिकल्टीज नो दैट यू आर डिफिकल्ट टू. सो वो मुझे बहुत पसंद है. मैं जब भी ऐसे सिचुएशन में पहुंच जाती हूँ जहाँ मुझे लगता है गॉश अब व्हाट टू डू नाउ, तब मैं बोलती हूँ कि ठीक है, इफ समवन इज बीइंग टेढ़ा, आप भी उतने ही फिक्स्ड रहो कि मैं तो ये करके ही रहूंगी. दैट्स ओके. आई हैव टू मेक अ डेंट. सो वो हो जाएगा. एंड ऑल द बेस्ट बिंदिया, यू विल बी एबल टू डू इट. Now, coming to this, the eco bricks, the challenging topic or the controversial topic. Okay, now Aditya says कभी कभी सस्टेनेबल लाइफस्टाइल फॉलो नहीं हो पाती लेकिन कोशिश पूरी करते हैं कंपोस्टिंग करने की, using tote bags etc, not using poly bags. Very good, very good. प्लास्टिक बैग्स तो हमें बिल्कुल भी यूज नहीं करने हैं. सो जस्ट ये सोचो कि अगर आप प्लास्टिक बैग्स यूज कर रहे हो, मैं सबको याद दिलाती हूँ, प्लास्टिक इज मेड आउट ऑफ पेट्रोकेमिकल्स. तो आप ये सोचो कि आप एक पेट्रोल, डीजल या ऐसे किसी चीज में अपनी सब्जी डाल रहे हो और उसके बाद घर आके पानी से धो के उसे खा लोगे. विल यू डू दैट? नो, नेवर. सो recently I had an experience with the वेजिटेबल वेंडर, जो मैं उसे कह रही थी कि आपने कैसे बीन्स दी भैया जो कि दे वर लाइक प्लास्टिक हार्ड. ओके, और बनाने के बाद में तो इट वाज लाइक सो डिस्गस्टिंग दैट यू कुडंट ईट इट. सो एंड ही सेड इट्स फ्रेश, और उसके कारण वो लेट भी लेकर आया. एंड आई सेड ओके, वेरी गुड दैट इट्स फ्रेश, बट इट वाज अ बिग फ्लॉप. So when I called him, I told him that this is not right. I waited for literally 2 days for you to get this fresh thing and you get this plastic thing for me. And he was like, नहीं, उसने तो फ्रेश ही दिया था, आप मेरे साथ चलो, हम 3 बजे मार्केट जाते हैं, all that stuff. मैंने कहा भैया आपको पता है कि मैं ये सब लोगों को समझाती हूँ कि आप पेस्टिसाइड और ये सब केमिकल्स डाल के सब्जियां उगाओगे तो वो सिर्फ आधे दिन के लिए फ्रेश देखने में दिखती है, और उसके बाद में आपने कभी देखा होगा कि धनिया रखा ब्लैक हो जाता है, आप उसे टच भी नहीं कर सकते. इट इज सो डिस्गस्टिंग. पालक, मेथी, ऑल द ग्रीन्स, इट जस्ट हैपेंस टू देम. तो वो बोलता है कि हाँ बिल्कुल सही बोल रहे हो आप. मैंने कल ही एक यूट्यूब वीडियो देखा था जिसमें वो बता रहे थे कि एप्पल के ऊपर मोम लगाते हैं. तो मैंने कहा हाँ, ये बात भी सही है. तो बोलता है मैं तो मेरी बेटी को रोज एप्पल खिलाता हूँ कि उसकी छोटी बेटी है 7-8 years की. तो मैंने कहा आप उसे धो के खिलाते हो? बोलते हैं हाँ, लेकिन उसके बाद में मुझे इतना घिन आने लगा कि मैं दुकान में आया और मैंने खुरच के देखा मेरे दुकान के एप्पल को कि उसमें भी मोम है क्या. तो वैसा उसमें भी निकला. अब मुझे लग रहा है कि मैंने क्या कर दिया, मेरी बेटी को मैंने क्या खिला दिया. तो मैं क्या करूँ, आप बताओ. मैंने कहा देखो, यही सवाल मैं आपसे पूछ रही हूँ. अब आपने पूछा है तो यू विल बी in a better situation to bring the change. So now we have decided we'll go to the mandi and we'll have a talk. He will talk in Marathi, I will talk in Hindi, and we will tell people what kind of sabzi to get, and that entire thing about sabzi to home. So छोटी छोटी चीजें जो हैं वो छोटी नहीं है. They make a huge impact. जैसे आपके घर के पास की नदी या वाटर बॉडी कितनी गंदी है, वो ही सब्जी और फल आप खा रहे हो. दैट गंदगी इज कमिंग टू योर प्लेट. That is why we should not yeah, it is the circularity.
कर्मा सर्कल, आप जो डालोगे वही आप पाओगे,
मिलेगा, बिल्कुल.
आप केमिकल्स फेंकोगे, you will get it back.
Exactly. So that's what we have to understand ourselves first, and then say कि मेरे कोई बोलेगा कि एक दिन पॉलिथीन बैग ले लिया तो क्या होता है, बट आपके एक दिन पॉलिथीन बैग लेने के कारण किसी ने अपने फैक्ट्री में हर दिन पॉलिथीन बैग बनाए, क्योंकि आपके जैसे बहुत सारे लोग हैं जो एक दिन पॉलिथीन बैग यूज करेंगे, है ना. अब ये पूछ रहे हैं मैम आपका क्या थॉट है बिस्लरी एक्वाफिना प्लास्टिक बॉटल इंडस्ट्री का कभी क्या पोजीशन है. गवर्नमेंट इज आल्सो नॉट एबल टू सॉल्व दीज प्लास्टिक बॉटल्स, इट्स अ सिंगल यूज प्लास्टिक. यस आदित्य, if you carry your own plastic bottles and if 60 lakh people in Pune start carrying their own water bottles, एक भी बिस्लरी की बॉटल नहीं बिकेगी and they will be out of Pune or they will be out of Kolkata or they will be out of any other place.
Youth would be a great larger they would have a larger role to play over here if they advocate all these things, because हर एक चीज नई नई मूवीज नए गाने कैसे ट्रेंड होता है. So why not this cool? Why not make sustainability cool? Why not make environment protection cool? Why don't you come forward and advocate these things? Everybody knows कि वहां पे आप हमेशा you will see all these bottles, Bisleri bottles, whatever mineral so called water bottles lying at the पानवाला's shop, and वो धूप में हमेशा पड़ी हुई रहती है. धूप में पड़ने से क्या होता है, माइक्रोप्लास्टिक्स आ जाते हैं. वही प्लास्टिक पानी आप पी रहे हो, दैट वाटर इज गोइंग इनसाइड योर बॉडी, यू आर ड्रिंकिंग माइक्रोप्लास्टिक्स, योर ब्लड हैज माइक्रोप्लास्टिक्स, प्लेसेंटा हैज माइक्रोप्लास्टिक्स. वी विल प्रोड्यूस प्लास्टिक बेबीज. सो इफ यू डोंट वांट दैट, then you should come forward and create a movement, create a change.
Carry your own bottle. Exactly, carry your own bottle. जब ये meetings और इन सब में they serve water in plastic bottles, I get so furious कि I have my bottle, thank you very much.
There are two things which whenever you step out of the house, always remember to carry your own water bottle, to carry a reusable bag. दो चीजें आप बैग में डालो. आपके बहुत बड़े बड़े हेवी फोन्स होते हैं, you carry those, but these bottles and the bags are lighter than that. So make it a habit. You carry your phone, you carry what not, सब डाल के तो आप लोग घूमते हो. एक बैग होता है हमेशा आपके पास. So why not just carry these two things?
बिल्कुल.
You must. And one thing which I have also started doing, Anuja ji, आपको देखकर कि I have completely stopped using those paper cups also. मैं चाय नहीं पीती, मैंने सोचा है.
बिल्कुल, मैं तो बिल्कुल नहीं पीती.
My weak point is chai, or if it's 5 o'clock or it's 8 o'clock in the morning, if I don't get my chai, I feel very uneasy, unfortunately. पता नहीं क्या, मुझे चाय से बहुत प्यार है. So, but I have stopped now. I will not have anything in a reusable cup. I have decided.
See, मतलब we met somewhere, you know that, and मैं सुबेरे चाय पी के नहीं निकली थी उस इवेंट से पहले, and I really wanted to have chai, but I couldn't have chai the entire day because it was served in a paper cup. And I was asking the organizers, do you have a steel ka cup, do you have a steel ka glass, anything? They said no, we don't have. तब मैं उनको समझा, मतलब we can only tell them ना, हम अब उन्होंने ऑर्गेनाइज किया है, बट आई सेड कि अगर आप कभी भी ध्यान रखो आगे से कि आप कभी भी कोई जिसमें एक सस्टेनेबिलिटी का एस भी आ रहा है, तो सबसे पहले चीजें यू शुड स्टॉप इज पेपर एंड प्लास्टिक.
Plastic. I agree 100% with you. Yes. And also I have started carrying a cup with me.
Tumbler, yes, exactly.
But I cup with my college logo on it, which I got it in Sagli this time when I went.
That's nice. Yeah, मतलब see, my mother अभी भी जब वो ट्रेन में या कहीं पे भी जाती हैं, प्लेन में भी जाएंगे, उनके पास उनका स्टील का ग्लास रहता है.
हाँ, हमारे
वो बिल्कुल मना कर देती है, मुझे तुम्हारा प्लास्टिक का ग्लास नहीं चाहिए, मुझे तुम्हारा पेपर नहीं चाहिए, लाओ मेरी ग्लास है, मुझे चाय दो. मतलब उनको देख के लोगों को लगता है कि this is like a statement कि we should also do that. And then she starts कि तुम लोग को कैंसर हो रहा है, बीमारी हो रही है, पैसे इलाज कराने का तुम्हारे पास पैसा नहीं है, इंश्योरेंस नहीं है, क्यों तुम ये प्लास्टिक के इसमें पी रहे हो? मतलब my family has had so many cancer deaths, including my father, my sister, so many people like uncles, aunts. So cancer से क्या होता है वो impact हमें बहुत अच्छे से पता है. We can't say that they all had cancer because of a lifestyle thing. Someone had lungs, someone had ovarian, someone had something else. But how does one suffer because of cancer? That we know very well. And it's not just the patient who suffers, it's the entire family. Matlab, the person who loses life is gone, but people who have to live and survive, it's a torture every day. It's a horrible life to live without your father or without your younger sister. It's so terrible. But what to do? So ये कहना बहुत आसान है, अरे कैंसर ही तो होगा ना, तो क्या, यू डोंट नो कि क्या होगा, पूरी लाइफ चेंज हो जाती है, सब कुछ चेंज हो जाता है. सो वी हैव टू बी वेरी, वी कांट वेस्ट दिस यूथ एंड यू नो द चिल्ड्रन. इन सब का फ्यूचर है, अगर हम इनको यही सब दे रहे हैं तो देन इट्स क्रिमिनल. सो दैट्स व्हाई आई एम वेरी पर्टिकुलर कि अगर ये बच्चे लोग SIP वाला जो प्रोग्राम है वो ज्वाइन करें और वो सीखे ना हैंड्स ऑन लर्निंग कि क्या उनको करना है, कैसे करना है, बिकॉज कम्युनिकेशन स्किल्स भी उतनी ही इम्पोर्टेंट है. जैसे मॉडल UN और ये सब क्यों आजकल इतना हो रहा है, क्योंकि यू नीड टू पुट इट फॉरवर्ड कि आपने क्या सीखा है, कैसे बोलोगे, कैसे कन्विंस करोगे. क्योंकि डिनायर्स और नेसेयर्स तो आपको लाइक अपनी अपनी बातें बोल के दे विल लाइक क्रश यू. But you need to be resilient and like fixed in your thing that this is the way to go forward. To change your family is such a big thing, you know.
It's very difficult to change one's family also. But yes, touch wood, people in the family are changing. Touch wood.
Yeah, मतलब हमारे यहाँ पे everybody carries their water bottle. उसके लिए कभी याद नहीं दिलाना पड़ता.
पानी तो बिल्कुल भी नहीं, पानी. And in fact, in my house, I have kept a fine that whoever gets a polythene bag, especially for my helpers, you will be fined. So my helpers are fined only 20 rupees and my driver is fined 50 rupees.
Okay, good. That's good. That's very good. हमारे आसपास के सारे दुकान वालों को पता है कि हमारे घर में कभी भी प्लास्टिक में सामान नहीं भेजना है. So I have trained them कि कैसे भेजे मैडम सामान. फिर यू नो तो वो टोकरी के अंदर टोकरी रखते हैं और बाहर एक बड़ा कैनवस का बैग होता है. सो वो ऐसे मल्टी लेयर वो लाते हैं. एक दिन एक नया लड़का पॉलिथीन में सामान लेकर आ गया. द मोमेंट आई ओपन द डोर ही लुक्ड एट माय फेस एंड ही सेड, और he just ran away. He just ran away with the bag. And when I said what happened, he said आपके घर में आना था और मैं थैली लेकर आ गया.
No, by this time they know ये भाभी आई मतलब ये बिना बैग वाली भाभी है. उनका बैग होता है.
बिल्कुल. So मतलब they are trained. But yes. I just remind them कि इसका मतलब दूसरों के घर में you are still taking plastic bags.
All the sabzi walas also want to change. It's the citizens who are not being responsible and they do not carry bags. That is why they have to keep their polythenes because after all they have to feed their family.
उनको तो बेचना है, business है उनका.
It's for them. It's like आज का दिन आज का देखा. आज खाना मिला और कल का कल. So
yeah, I am not blaming the shopkeepers and all because उनको उनकी दुकान चलानी है, लेकिन it is the citizens.
Citizens' responsibility. Who think that it is government's responsibility?
No. Government थोड़ा ना घर घर में आके सब्जी डिलीवर करेगी, है कि नहीं? तो फिर
Exactly.
so जब हम लोग कॉलेज से पास आउट होते हैं, स्कूल से पास आउट होते हैं, आई थिंक हमको वो एक ओथ लेना होता है, लेना चाहिए आपसे कि मैं रिस्पॉन्सिबल सिटीजन्स का क्या क्या एक यू नो बिहेवियर एक है बेंचमार्क, और मैं उसको फॉलो करूंगा. अगर मैं नहीं फॉलो करूंगा तो मेरा ड्राइविंग लाइसेंस ले लिया जाए, मेरा यू नो समथिंग लाइक दैट,
मेरा मोबाइल
ऐसा कुछ
किया जाएगा,
मेरा मोबाइल नंबर ट्रैक हो जाए और सारे उसके something like that, dangerous. Otherwise people just don't listen, you know, they just argue and it becomes a headache to like talk to them. But great. Now coming to eco bricks.
Eco bricks.
Tell me. Yes.
Yeah. So eco bricks. What do we do in eco bricks? And whenever I have a lecture on eco bricks, I always tell them कि first you reuse the bag. आपके घर में आया है कोई भी पॉलिथीन, सिंगल यूज सॉफ्ट पॉलिथीन्स, रीयूज देम एज मच एज पॉसिबल. एक तो आप रिफ्यूज करो, बिल्कुल भी दो, कभी भी आ जाता है तो सी इफ यू कैन यूज इट समवेयर. नहीं यूज हो रहा है, you if there is a possibility of recycling it, go ahead and recycle. भाई अभी कभी भी कुछ नहीं हो रहा है तो rethink if you can create something with it. नहीं हो रहा है, then it goes into your eco brick. And how it should be clean, it should be dry, it shouldn't have any biodegradable substance in it, and then you can put it in a clean PET bottle. So that is a clean and a dry PET bottle. You need to compact it. It has a specific density to which you can fill it up so that it becomes strong and it is used. You can make modas out of it. You can make benches out of it. You can make furniture out of it. Then if at all, कुछ भी नहीं हो रहा है, if you throw it into the dustbin, you think about the amount of multi-layer plastics, MLPs जिसको हम लोग बोलते हैं, they are gone into it. MLPs के लिए आज कोई भी लेना नहीं चाहता है, कोई बंदा लेना नहीं चाहता है. None of the recyclers want to take it because उसका कोई value नहीं होता है. And it is a multi-layered thing. It has got aluminium, it has got plastic. Both of them have got different ways of recycling. It's difficult for them to recycle. Plus the cut pieces. एक तो आपकी दूध और any kind of plastic packet का काटने का तरीका change कर दो.
बिल्कुल.
You change.
I'm going to give an example. Like this. You don't. No snipping.
No.
You cut like this only until here, and keep it attached, and then pour your stuff and clean it, rinse it, put it ulta, and then
there's a very nice reel. Follow me on Instagram, and there's a very nice reel for whoever is watching on how to cut, how to cut. So you like it. It's a nice, a little bit of funny thing is there in it. So follow it and you will come to know how to cut open the plastic pouches, plastic packets. Use ना करे तो अच्छा है.
Yes.
लेकिन don't create those small tiny particles which are impossible. It's a simple example आपको अगर दे तो if you have राई mix into छोला, आप छोला उठा रहे हो, राई तो नीचे ही गिर जाएगी ना, राई को उठा पाओगे? So for these recyclers or anyone, these small bits are like that, like राई. इतने बड़े बड़े पैकेटों में, इतने बड़े बड़े बॉक्सेस में ये छोटा सा टुकड़ा कहीं भी जमीन में रह जाएगा. It will never go anywhere. It will lie there forever and ever. It will be in the soil. It will go in the streams. It will be in the water. It will go into the animals' stomach. Directly plants में भी जाएगा, आप में भी जाएगा. So change the habit of cutting, snipping. Don't snip, but cut.
Exactly. Couple of weeks ago, we had the milk bag project wale ladies, Hansu and all of them, and they started that in Bombay, and they were here to tell people कि कैसे वो भेज सकते हैं and how people are doing it. And I have like always, जब से मैंने वो लॉकडाउन के टाइम पे सुना था उनसे, it was so inspiring. So सातारा में, पुणे में, we are all creating awareness कि करो, ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा लोग वो करो. Cutting the packet correctly itself is a big module to teach. सोचो.
And
yeah,
wrappers we have. So toffee wrappers, are toffee wrappers recycled? Can they be recycled? No. छोटे छोटे टॉफीज के रैपर्स पड़े रहते हैं जमीन में. So those go into the eco bricks. So eco bricks got a very bad name because लोग कुछ भी डाल रहे eco brick के अंदर. So that is not right. And then if you even throw the eco brick into the dustbin, imagine the amount of plastic which it takes inside. तो आपका वॉल्यूम तो कम हो गया उतना, आपका एरिया उतना कम हो गया, आपका ट्रांसपोर्टेशन कम हो गया. So these bottles can be further given people who are actually making something out of it. Furniture banate, they melt the plastic, they use all kind of plastics. And I know I'm not just saying just like
Yeah.
that. I know people who are making furniture out of eco bricks, and उनको eco bricks दी जाती है and furniture बनाते हैं उसको melt down करके. And we here in Calcutta have built up 2 benches out of eco bricks proper. And if eco bricks are covered from everywhere, if there is no
Yeah.
light, then they are as good as a normal brick.
Yes.
So here we are talking about sustainability, not about cost effectivity. So always remember कि eco brick आप जब बनाते हो उसके मोड़ेज इतने सुंदर बनते हैं. I have planters at home.
Yes.
Planters मैंने उसके ऊपर मैं रखती हूँ मेरे plants, and whenever I go for my workshop I carry that. I make people sit on it. It is so strong.
Yeah.
So that's the highlight of my workshop. Everybody gets to sit on that eco bricks too. So,
Yeah. Exactly. You know, there are two girls. Now I'm getting confused in the name of the city. औरंगाबाद में कि कोल्हापुर में?
They have built a resort out of eco bricks,
They
right?
have created a little house out of eco bricks, and उन्होंने पूरा वीडियो बना के बताया कि eco brick was like a brick, like stuffed inside, and it was a brick. ईंट की जगह वो यूज किया गया और बाहर से उसको क्ले से पूरा बंद कर दिया गया. सो सस्टेनेबल तरीके से उन्होंने घर बना लिया. और जैसे MLP बोला, पुणे में देयर इज एक ग्रुप है जो अब MLP के साथ थोड़ा पायलट कर रहा है, और वो लोग उससे ग्लेयर्स बना रहे हैं, सनग्लासेस उनके ब्रांड. तो वो लोग दे आर यूजिंग MLP फ्रॉम देयर, एंड वो सीधे रैक पिकर्स और वो सब से कलेक्ट कर रहे हैं MLP. Then there are 2-3 people I've met recently जो MLP और सारे चीजें जो people बोलते हैं ना कि इसका कुछ नहीं हो सकता, तो वो सारों से मिला के बोर्ड्स बना रहे हैं, और उस बोर्ड से लाइक प्लाईवुड के जैसे बोर्ड, और फिर उस बोर्ड से वो लोग चीजें बना रहे हैं, घड़ियां बना रहे हैं, बेंच टेबल, यू नो, एवरीथिंग बना रहे हैं. सो हाँ.
And even this नेस्ट मैन ऑफ इंडिया इधर आए थे, उन्होंने एक नेस्ट भी बनाया है उसी बोर्ड से.
हाँ, तो मतलब जो लोग इनोवेटिव सॉल्यूशंस प्रोवाइड करने के लिए दे आर वर्किंग ऑन दैट, लाइक यू नो, मिक्सिंग एंड ट्राइंग टू डू द पार्ट, वो अपना काम कर रहे हैं. हमको ये सोचना है कि हाउ डू वी फाइंड आउट पीपल, इंस्टेड ऑफ ये सोचना ओ इसका तो कुछ नहीं हो सकता, जस्ट ट्रैश इट. तो like my waste my responsibility is happy to connect you to people जो लोग ये करेंगे, बिकॉज थोड़ा तो अपने तरफ से भी मेहनत करनी पड़ेगी ना, सब कुछ तो परोस के नहीं मिलेगा.
Lucky to have Bee Charkha and Eco Kari who
Yes.
take all.
Yes.
Has joined and she's saying in Pune Mahatma Phule vegetable market most of the vendors are giving vegetables in newspaper. Wonderful, Rishma. That's really nice.
Yeah, that's really nice. मतलब there are many people in Bangalore, my friends I've seen, वो लोग अपने जो उनका डस्टबिन रहता है घर का, उसके अंदर लाइनर्स नहीं लगाते, वो सीधे न्यूज़पेपर लगाते हैं. यू नो, एक लेयर न्यूज़पेपर, 2 लेयर न्यूज़पेपर. और मैं उसके जगह मैंने दूसरी चीज शुरू करी है कि मैं ना लाइनर लगाती हूँ ना न्यूज़पेपर, बिकॉज हमारे यहाँ न्यूज़पेपर नहीं आता. सो मैं दोनों चीज नहीं लगाती, बट जो पेपर पैकेट्स आते हैं ना, जो कोई सब्जी वाला लाके देता है या कोई डिलीवरी, तो मैं वो पेपर पैकेट के अंदर ही क्योंकि हमारा सारा गीला कचरा, गीला पील्स, उसका कंपोस्ट बनता है, तो वो वहां जाता है. और जो सूखे वाला होता है उसके अंदर कोई लाइनर नहीं होता, and then it gets washed every 2-3 days. So why can't we just wash it instead of buying a liner which is questionable biodegradable and then spend.
Question. We're not using plastic, we're not using polythene, we are using the biodegradable compostable bags.
I tell you, that is the fakest thing I've ever heard.
So much of washing under the name of sustainability.
यहाँ पर एक रेस्टोरेंट में they gave plastic straw, और मैंने बोला कि excuse me, don't you know that plastic straws are banned? So the manager came, said, yes ma'am, what's the issue? मैंने बोला the issue is that you are still serving plastic straw in 2023 when it has been banned in 2019. But no, these are biodegradable plastic straw. मैंने बोला wow, I didn't know, please give me the number of the vendor who makes this. He never came back. So ये हद होती है फेंकने की और फट्टे मारने की, you know. Hi Samira's here.
Samira ji, hi.
Okay, So now next we'll move to your exhibition, like you said. You were mentioning कि exhibition करते हो. So what do you do in that?
Last year we had this for the first time, under the name of Parivartan.
Mm-hmm.
So when we say, right, okay, you have to use this, you have to be sustainable while using all these. So many questions used to come up कि मिलेगा
Yeah.
कहाँ पे? Where get that option? ये तो and other thing which they always feel is कि ये महंगा होता है, ये बहुत ज़्यादा महंगा होता है, and we cannot afford it.
Yeah.
So what we thought was, why not just we are four friends who started this, founded this Parivartan under the name of Parivartan. We thought Parivartan also, the name is like be the change, so it's like change yourself, change your habits. Thought why not bring in those brands which are based in Kolkata, which are into organic food, organic clothing, everything very sustainable, different. There could be decorative items also.
Yeah.
And so that kind of an exhibition we hosted. That was quite a thing. We had a slow fashion fashion show also. We have a very good designer near, he stays in Shantiniketan, Dorji Shantiniketan करके. तो उनका fashion show भी हम लोगों ने रखा था. So there we tied up with another NGO called Mritika Detox. So she's also very much into sustainability. I'm a part of Mritika as well. तो हम लोग ने एक बहुत अच्छा स्लो फैशन का फैशन शो, लाइक इट वाज मेड आउट ऑफ ऑल ऑर्गेनिक डाइज, वेजिटेबल डाइज यूज्ड फॉर द क्लोथिंग एंड ऑल. ऑफ कोर्स द ऑर्गेनिक क्लोथिंग का स्टॉल भी था. देन देयर वर all these crochet bags, everything handmade, so many options we could produce, so it's just about you to come out and think about all these options ki, or come out also, just go back. I would say again, go back to the roots. बहुत कुछ था हमारे जमाने में, हमारे ग्रैंड पेरेंट्स के जमाने में, which we now I would again like to add over here, there's a brand called no, I will not name the brand, but then again, what our grandparents, our mothers have always done, cutting small pieces of different colored saris, dupattas, and putting them together, making beautiful quilts and everything.
Yes.
Now that we have the access to the internet, we have access to so many social media platforms, you can sell them as a brand, there are so many options. वही मैं देखती हूँ, अरे ये तो मेरी अच्छी करती थी, ये this might इतना सुंदर करती थी, इससे भी सुंदर करती थी, मगर इसका भी इतना दाम है, and all these things we used to get free of cost.
Exactly. So making quilts is something जो मुझे हमेशा से बहुत पसंद है. That's like on my list that I want to do. So I've just started making bags and potlis and little pouches out of like repurposing the clothes that are not in use anymore. So very cute things. मैं एक second video को कैसे मैं pause करूँ? I don't know. Okay, I'll get up and show. So छोटी-छोटी पोटलीज बनाई हैं, एंड उसके अंदर आपका फोन आ जाता है, और that's it. क्योंकि कई बार हम ऐसे कपड़े पहनते हैं जिसमें पॉकेट नहीं होती, और फिर जब फोन बजता है तो हम अपने बैग में ऐसे हाथ डाल के फोन ढूंढते रहते हैं. सो जस्ट डिफरेंट लाइक येलो ऑरेंज कलर का छोटा सा पाउच जिसके अंदर आपका फोन है, तो आपको आसानी से मिल जाता है. सो वैसे छोटी छोटी चीजें भी बनाना शुरू किया है. मे बी वन डे आई विल बी हैप्पी टू बी पार्ट ऑफ परिवर्तन और स्टार्ट सम परिवर्तन हियर. बट आई ऑलवेज वांट टू डू दैट, कि जो मुझे अच्छा लगेगा करना, हो सकता है दूसरों को भी वैसे ही प्रोडक्ट्स चाहिए.
So that blogging over here with Pritika, we do blogging every Saturday, every last Saturday of the month. Okay. So while blogging, we get all kind of people around, क्या कर रहे हैं, कचरा उठा रहे हैं. There are people who just walk past. They say कि हम लोग तो कचरा नहीं करते, ये सब तो बाकी का किया हुआ, ठीक है. But we also get people who join us, they join us. They blog with us, and of course then there are the dog trainers, pets and all, so we always tell them about scooping the poop. So there are so many infections which are caused because of the poop. So especially this reminds me, while I used to go to drop my daughter, walking on the footpath used to be like hurdles, crossing the hurdles. इतना ज़्यादा, all these beautiful looking pets They look so good, but you know, they are least bothered. The owners are least bothered about it. So it's वो तो क्या, वो तो बायोडिग्रेड हो जाता है, वो तो कचरा मैंने ऐसे ही हो जाता है. No, it's not that. You get so many other options. You take the
Yeah.
responsibility. You can own a dog. You can easily have a, you know, you can.
Scooper, yeah, उठाने के लिए है. And in fact, US में तो it is, you get fined, you know.
Yeah.
अगर आपका, if you don't clean behind your dog, then everybody carries a bag and a scooper if you walk the dog. Without that, लोग आपको ऐसे देखेंगे जैसे आपने किसी का खून कर दिया है. They will literally give you dirty looks if you don't have that hand and you have a pet.
Saturday morning vloggers आ गए खून करने.
हाँ, मतलब it's that shameful कि
Yeah.
अगर आप you're walking a pet without a scooper or something, you know. So
an awareness, you know, jitna ho sake utna we have to just come up with the awareness drives, which are very important. Like another example I would like to give you is we have interviews for the SIP students before we, you know, select them. So I was speaking to one young man, and I just asked him, what do you think? Is a plastic packet a better option or a cloth bag? He said, ma'am, प्लास्टिक पैकेट ही लेना चाहिए. मतलब क्यों लेना चाहिए प्लास्टिक पैकेट? अरे वो आसानी से मिल जाता है मैम. मतलब वो कितना टाइम टिकता है, घर आने के बाद तो कचरा में ही जाता. तो आपको वो सस्टेनेबल लगता है क्या? हाँ मैम, सस्टेनेबल ही तो है, हमको आसानी से मिल जाता है.
बिल्कुल.
मतलब तुमको तो हम सिखा के ही रहेंगे, तुम सिलेक्टेड हो.
See, now the point is कि जो ये cloth bag, what he's saying is the market demand, which is not met. The reason I'm collecting all these clothes from people and making them into bags is because I want to flood the market with cloth bags. जैसे कि right now they are flooded with plastic bags. जब इतना ज्यादा क्लॉथ बैग हर जगह होगा ना, तो कोई भी खुद से प्लास्टिक बैग नहीं लेगा, कोई दुकान वाला भी नहीं देगा, बिकॉज उनको भी चाहिए कि वो भी गुड बुक्स में आना चाहते हैं, और वो तो उल्टे ज्यादा कॉन्शियस रहते हैं क्योंकि उनको भी वो धरती से ज्यादा जुड़े हैं, उनका तो क्रॉप से, फार्मिंग से, सब कुछ धरती से जुड़े हैं वो लोग, तो वो भी चाहते हैं. लेकिन वो यही बोलते हैं, मैडम क्या करे, कस्टमर डबल पैकेट, डबल पॉलिथीन मांगता है कि हर एक सब्जी अलग अलग डबल पॉलिथीन में दो.
Now you have सब्जी वाला coming downstairs. I stay in a building and नीचे सब्जी वाला आता है बिल्डिंग के ग्राउंड फ्लोर पे. तो वहां पे भी they will not carry their cloth bags. I'm sorry if people from my building are watching me. Please, guys, go get your bags. Every time I remind you on WhatsApp saying कि please carry your own bag.
It is important. मैंने देखा है.
It is important.
मतलब आंटी लोग आती हैं रो हाउसेस में और ठेला वाला सामने आया है and auntie is coming, plastic, और and दुकान वाला बोलता है लेकिन वो ले रही है ना प्लास्टिक में, आपको क्या प्रॉब्लम है? मेरा सामान बिकना चाहिए, मुझे सिर्फ ये मतलब है. Now imagine. So it is the people, it is the citizens. उन लोग स्कूल भी गए हैं, वो एजुकेटेड भी हैं, वो लोग को यूट्यूब, इंस्टाग्राम, फेसबुक, उनको सब जानकारियां हैं. दे आर पार्ट ऑफ व्हाट्सएप यूनिवर्सिटी, उनको बड़े ज्ञानी भी हैं, लेकिन करते कुछ नहीं है.
We need all these influencers to talk more about sustainability.
बिल्कुल बिल्कुल. बहुत
even about
we will definitely have more people, and we'll continue this, like, you know, having people kind of in each other's like neighborhood में, society में, school में, ऐसी कोई जगह नहीं है जहाँ पे ये topic नहीं उठना चाहिए. So
it's part of your education system. Otherwise,
yeah, बिल्कुल, it has to be.
Coffee meet also, we have a building coffee meet. I thought, why just, you know, miss out on the chance of educating them. So I had these games planned according to segregation of waste. Then I had a questionnaire, you know, simple questions. But what I realize is they are ready to change, but they are not aware. So awareness is very important.
So true.
बहुत कम है, अवेयरनेस बहुत कम है. We need to educate them, we need to make them aware.
There is no
So,
competition there. जितने भी लाखों लोग आ जाएं अवेयरनेस करने के लिए, everybody is welcome. Please join us in doing this.
Yes.
So cool. Time just flew, and thank you so much, Yogini. It was wonderful. And if you want to say something, some nuggets of wisdom, please do share before we say good night.
Yeah, which I always say, which is the heading of this program, my waste, my responsibility. It's high time we all start taking that responsibility, taking that ownership. At least start composting, start making bioenzymes.
Yeah.
Many places do not have recycling facilities. That is one major drawback which we face. But at least आप जितना कर सको, at least this kitchen waste can be taken care of, which creates the 60% of the waste which you send out of the house.
Yeah.
So try and segregate your wet waste from the dry waste. So just go ahead, compost कीजिए and bioenzymes बनाइए and try to just refuse and reduce waste.
Try नहीं. Try का time खत्म हो गया. Do it now. Like Yoda said, you have to do it now.
Do it.
Yes.
Let's do it.
Yes.
Let's do it. And we are there. Connect with us if you want to know how, if you want to have any tips about it. I'm available. You can message me. You can DM me on my Insta account, on Facebook. So please come ahead, do it, and make others do as well along with you.
Exactly. Let's haunt people. Segregate waste.
That's the most important thing which a person should be doing. And
yeah, because unsegregated plastic is not recyclable. Unsegregated कोई भी चीज का आगे कुछ नहीं हो सकता है. If you have mixed your kachra, that's the end of it. It is definitely going to the dump site.
Yes, absolutely. So just start.
Segregation is most important.
Yeah.
Great.
And thank you so much, Anuja, for having me.
Thank you, Yogini. बड़ा मजा आया.
मैं भी आपको प्रणाम ही करती हूँ. So much.
It was a lot of fun. मैं आज थोड़ी नई जगह पर बैठ गई because everyone else had classes and sessions, so that's why my background is a little not kind of
that's
a plain background, but ठीक है. मतलब मुझे ये करना ही है चाहे कुछ भी हो जाए, so I will do it anywhere.
The background where I am sitting is also not very pleasing, so that doesn't matter.
But yeah, that's a decision that I have made कि अगर मुझे ये करना है तो करना है. चाहे वेडनेसडे को अगर मैं कहीं पे बाहर भी जाऊंगी, so मैं अपना सब कुछ लेकर जाऊंगी और मैं वहां बैठ के करूंगी. लेकिन ये हमें लोगों तक बात पहुंचानी है और हम उनको कंसिस्टेंटली पहुंचाते रहेंगे. We'll keep answering their questions, we'll keep answering whatever queries or confusions they have, and we'll help them as much as we can.
Absolutely.
Thank you. Good night, and really lovely talking to you. Bye, take care. And thank you everyone for joining. We had fun, and thank you for participating. And we'll see you next week. And next week, हमारे पास एक और sustainability की champion है. That is Samira Satija. So please do join.
Has got its own Bartan Bank.
Yes. So बहुत सारा कुछ अगले बार सीखने मिलेगा हम सबको. We all look up to her. So great. See you. Take care, Yogini. Bye. Good night, everyone.
Thanks, Madhvite, for joining. Ta-ta. Bye.